We got to go in, baby. I mean, that's the only way we know how to do it. We got to get up in this thing. Hey, we'd like to welcome everybody to season 2 of that Rewind, baby. It's
Yes,
the Juice
sir.
Man and M Greasy. This is what we do.
What's
We in
going
this
on?
recap. What's happening, Juice? Talk to people.
Hey, man, it's good to be back on, man.
Hey, man, hey, Juice, man, it's football season, man. You can smell it, man. The grass,
Yes,
the paint on the field, the equipment, everything. This football, baby. We love it. We love it. And
yes, sir.
hey,
Yes,
hey, just
sir.
like we love this rewind, man. Last year we had much success on the show. Everybody, you catch me and the Juice Man Tuesday night. Tonight we going vanilla. We getting our new studio together, but yeah. So
Mhm.
we're gonna have everything together as time go on. You gotta pay attention. You'll see the new studio, new everything, because Rewind is back. Juice Man, gonna bring the people into this first game that we're gonna discuss tonight.
Yeah, man. So, first game we'll talk about those the oldest rivalry in the NFL, man. Bears and Packers. Uh, yeah, man. It was. I'm. I had picked the Bears as a sleeper this year. But I'm kind of having reservations now, man, because I was really excited about some of the additions that the Bears made, with receiver DJ Moore, and I thought that that would help Justin Fields, but I don't know, man. He only had 2 catches for 25 yards. That's I mean, why'd y'all bring him in there? You know what I mean? So, and
Do
as
you
far as
think it's more
and
of
as
him
far as
or
Green,
it's your boy?
huh?
Do you think
Say
it's more
again.
of him or it's your boy?
Say again.
Do you think it's more of a receiver, or do you think it's your boy playing quarterback? You know I
Man,
was going there with it. You
yeah,
know,
I know. Hey, it could be a little bit of both, man. Because you've been saying for the longest that Justin Fields he's not as good as advertised, and so I'm kind of leaning towards what you were saying, man, because I don't know if it's the offense that they're running or I can't tell, man. It might be him.
hey, I tried to get a kid a little bit of, a little pat in the back, a little motivation. He
Yeah.
closed out last season strong, and I thought him and Jordan Love with flip flop, but no, no,
Mm,
not Sunday. I'm talking about one. In the beginning, the first half, it was, I said, man, it was like it's gonna be a good ball game, and
mm,
I clicked away for a hot second, and next thing I know, I was like, whoa. The
right.
Bears can park the car on 13, and Green Bay doing whatever they want to do out there. And big
Yeah.
kudos to Jordan Love with the 245. Brother had 3 touchdowns, no interceptions.
Mm,
Uh,
yep.
I mean, shout outs. And you and Doc, y'all picked this game and y'all went on, picked up the dub. Me and the rest of the fellas. Hey, Doc, if you're listening, we gave your boy a shot. Hey, we done with that. I don't even know if we're gonna do any more Chicago Bear games. We done. We are finished. We are finished.
Yeah.
And we got big deal out here. He talking about the Bears track. Hey, he ain't lying. He ain't lying. He ain't even lying.
Yeah.
Talk about they don't use command at all. Hey man, they don't use nothing out there. Them boys just. I mean, Juice,
Yeah.
how did you feel about it overall? The game, and
I,
it's kickoff weekend. Rah, get them. I mean, how were you
I
feeling when this game kicked off?
was here. This is what I think. So the fact that Jordan Love sat behind Aaron Rodgers for what, 2 years, 3 years.
Yes.
I really think that benefited him, and
Mm.
so I think that's why he looked so comfortable back there, and you know he looked like he knew what he was doing. He knew where to go. He knew where to go with the ball, and he took control of the offense. And I think him sitting behind Aaron Rodgers was the best thing that could have happened for Jordan Love. So that's just the way I see it. And as far as Chicago, they're not what they used to be. They're not a scary team. Their offense is mediocre, and nobody on their defense scares you either. So that's just what I took from the game.
Yeah, I agree with you, Juice Man, because this Bears team does not have an identity of who they
Right.
are. They want to be on offense. It's no more monsters of the midway. Even though this is the oldest rivalry in football, but Jordan Love looked very comfortable in the pocket. It was
He
one
did.
particular play where the ball, was a bad snap, and brother just picked it up and recollected things and just threw a little dart down the field. I'm like, okay, I see. Uh, Going
Yeah.
forward, I'm not gonna push the panic button. I'm not gonna get overly excited about the Packers. It is game one. We got a lot of football left. We still got 16 more weeks.
Yep.
Well, 17 more weeks, 16 more games to go. The
Mhm.
Bears. This is where we have them, really. A lot of you guys were talking about the Packers challenging the Lions, and I threw in Minnesota challenging the Lions. But at the end of the day, all of us agreed with the Lions that, hey, the Lions are legit.
Yeah.
They
Agreed.
came on very strong towards the end of last year,
Yeah.
and hey, they were able to fix this defense some kind of way. Yeah, I know the Chiefs fan. Oh, Kelsey didn't play. Yeah, that's fine. But we like the Lions. Me and Juice, we like the Lions. We ain't
Yeah.
trying to do all that. We like that. Now this second game, Juice Man. I'm gonna get into this second game, right? A
Okay.
lot of people say that the first game, the offenses have come out slow, the defenses are a step ahead. Week one is really trying to knock the rust off because they didn't really play in the preseason. Get off the gas, stop the cap. Because this next game we talk about, and I was messaging you fellas all day.
Yeah.
I said, this boy Tua, 466.
Woo, man.
What rust that Juice? I didn't see no rust. Did you see some rust? I didn't see
No, I
none
didn't
of
see
them
no rust.
either.
No, I didn't see no rust.
Nah, it wasn't no rust. And Justin
Right.
Herbert wasn't too bad either. Eckler over there on the other side of the ball, Charter. I didn't see no
Right.
rust. This was a hell of
Right.
a football game. I like
Yeah.
the way Miami closed it out with the D late in the game. That they got that sack, and that just sealed the Chargers' fate as
Right.
Miami win 36-34 out there at SoFi in the wood down there in LA. Hey, appreciate the Dolphins, appreciate the Lions. Raiders temporarily in first place. Go ahead, Bruce. Give me your take on this game. I mean, it was fabulous.
Hey, man. I don't care what anybody says in that Chiefs organization. They miss Tyreek Hill.
Oh,
This dude is uncoverable, and it doesn't seem to matter what coverage the defense is in. The dude is just always open. And he's always burning somebody, and he's in the perfect situation. Tua, as long as he's protected and he's healthy. I mean, I've said this numerous times. I've always viewed Tua as a Drew Brees type quarterback. He's very accurate. He may not have the strongest arm, but it gets to where it needs to go. And as far as the Chargers, I mean, I've heard you say it. They're the Chargers. They always they always seem to let games get away from them, and they have all the talent in the world. But I feel like the Chargers. I don't know if they're cursed. I don't know what it is. What do you think it is?
They should have stayed in San Diego. You wanted the city to get you a stadium. all that money.
Right.
Not I was about to call them the Sopranos. That ain't them. It's gonna come to me. All that money y'all got from real estate, man. Y'all should use some of that money to get this thing right.
Right.
But they just spending in their own thing. But more on these Dolphins. I know too it's no Marino, but I know this is definitely another comment of Duper and Clayton.
Oh yeah. I agree.
Mark Clayton and Tyreek is like Mark Duper.
Right.
man, he had a catch in the fourth quarter over his shoulder, falling backward. I was like, wow. Then he snagged to put the Dolphins, he snagged on the corner to put the Dolphins up late on the 36-34. I said, man, look at here. Over 200 yards receiving, 2 touchdowns. Man, come on.
Incredible, man.
Tyreek top 5 in my book, might be the best receiver in the NFL. If you're asking me.
I would probably agree with that.
And
I can't think of anybody that's has that type of speed and that type of production. So
yes, I mean,
I agree with you.
It's phenomenal, and like you said, the Chiefs gonna miss him. They also gonna miss Eric Bieniemy on top of that.
Yeah.
So I think a lot of us fellas in the preseason or earlier this year or last season, well, after the Super Bowl, a lot of us picked this team and the Jets. And we have a great panel of guys. We know football, especially me and you, Juice. We know ball. And,
yeah.
And everything we've been saying, I mean, hell, we picked the Saints. We said the Saints come out of here. It was a tough hard. I think Carr's still trying to get used to his weapons. We definitely said the 49ers. We said the Cowboys. We said the Eagles going to be there battling. Them in Washington. I think the Giants going to be a complete dumpster fire. They overachieved. That Cincinnati, I don't know what that was yesterday. Well, not yesterday, Sunday. Baltimore, I forgot who we had picked in that division. I think I picked Pittsburgh.
You picked. We both picked Pittsburgh, I believe.
Yeah, but we're not picking We're not picking the usual suspects this season, except for the Cowboys, 49ers, and maybe Philly and the challenge. But and we even called that NFC South. What's that with Carolina? That Carolina, Juice. I'd rather watch. Right, man, that was a tough watch Sunday.
Right.
Carolina and the Falcons, man, that's a tough watch, man. That was.
I think one of us said the Falcons might finish first. That's how bad that division is.
I think we all leaned on the Saints. I think we picked the
Oh no! You're right. The Saints. My bad. We said the Saints would run away. We said the Saints would run away with the division. And then after that, we was like, whatever. It doesn't matter who. Now I remember. Yeah.
Because man, I've never did a pre. We've been doing this. Just North Sports Show. What? This is season 3. Yeah, season 3.
Season 3. Yeah.
And never once have I heard so much bash on teams. Talking about, this team gonna be terrible. And Juice coming with the disrespect. Oh, they gonna get 2 wins and just everybody, man. I'm like, y'all out of line for this, man.
Yeah.
Y'all lying for how many victories these teams gonna have. And show, lo and behold, they are headed that way. Gonna be headed that way. And we're gonna be like, hey, people need to check out the show. They need to check out Rewind. Now, Juice, this last game, I know it, Juice. I know you can't stand the dude.
Right.
I was the lone wolf in this game. You picked You picked the dude that you cannot stand. So man, I can't stand him, man. I can't. Man, Juice, why don't you never pick a Packer game? Man, I don't like him. So Juice, I'm gonna let you lead off. It's not good news, but I'm gonna let you get into it.
Well, we all know that this was, a very highly anticipated, event with, Aaron Rodgers, you know, being a member of the New York Jets and a team that's been starving for, you know, for playoff wins and ultimately Super Bowls. And so I kind of feel for Jets fans because they've been waiting for so long for this.
55 years.
And I noticed a change in Aaron Rodgers. Like he seemed happier and not as arrogant. And from the interviews that I saw him do, he seemed like he was in a good headspace. So he was very excited about this season. And so, I still don't like him, but at the same time, I felt like, okay, maybe he's been humbled and, now he wants a new challenge. And so with this game, it's just, I feel like the Jets are cursed. This has happened to them so many times, especially with the quarterback. Yeah. And so, I mean, I feel bad for Jets fans, but at the same time, I mean, that was a heck of a win. But in all honesty, the Buffalo Bills let that game get away from them. And Josh Allen should be ashamed of himself. He gave them the game, dude. He gave them the game.
I'm gonna have to agree with you on that one, Juice. I can't even debate that. I'm looking at Josh Allen, and I get it. You want to force the football, but Whitehead had 3 interceptions. 2 of them were on deep balls into double coverage.
Right.
And Whitehead playing over the top, the corner playing underneath. Mm-hmm. And he bombs down the field. It's like, I'm going to throw it. I'm going to close my eyes, throw it. He going to catch it. No. Whitehead right there. It was like a punt because y'all were fielding the ball inside the 10 and whatnot. But I believe just the forcing of the football was just too much.
Too much, man.
Too much.
Yeah.
And then Zach Wilson, I guess, like they always say, stay ready.
Stay ready.
To get ready. And Zach
right.
And it was just and hey, we saw Breece Hall. The guy was shining last year, and Breece broke a few long runs. He was well over 100, and we saw a little Dalvin Cook sighting, and then Wilson. Wilson is climbing that chart for receivers. He's not top 10. He knocking on the door.
Yeah,
because he's coming, and he's coming hard. And that Jets defense, Lord have mercy, they got out. That front, that D line, that front four got out.
Exactly.
I mean, it was because I was on the phone with King Dre, and we watching the game, and it's like it was 13-3 going into half. And I told King, I said, "Hey man, if they go up to 20-3, I'm gonna call it a night. I'm out." Next thing you know, it's 13-6, 13-13. And then I think then they took the lead. What was it? Well, Buffalo. Yeah, that's right.
Buffalo.
And then the Buffalo tied it up on a tremendous kick. Well, wasn't all that tremendous. It was kind of almost took everybody's breath away, but he made it. And then a little kid from right down the road, Stephen F. Austin, took it to the house.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow. Yeah.
Hey man, I don't know about Ken Dorsey, the play caller for Buffalo. If I would have if I was up 13-3, I would have kept the ball on the ground.
On the
I don't
ground.
think they ran. I don't think they ran it enough, man. Like seriously, because they brought in he used to the running back from New England, Harris. He's a north and south runner. Like I don't think he had enough touches. So I would have been rotating him and Dalvin Cook's little brother. What's his name? James. I would have been rotating them in and out, man. But they get pass happy.
Exactly.
And Josh Allen thinks he's Superman.
And a lot of times they were trying to run from the spread, and I'm like, "Hey man, get the play fake rolling." I said, "They know what you're trying to do. You just trying to get out with a dub." And but hey, one of these New York teams had to win. And,
oh man,
no kidding. Saw the better team this season. But as I told you guys today, I think the Jets are going to be fine for the simple fact this is the same team with some additions. Zach was quarterback last season, and so he has a rapport with these guys that he can get it done. And I was excited for Zach because I said Zach may turn out to be the best QB from that draft. The young kid, he is from BYU. Well, at BYU. I'm not saying he's from Utah, but I really like the kid, and I know it's gonna be people like, "Well, Greasy, why didn't you give Trey Lance this much rope?" Well, hell, I gave him rope. I gave Zach rope. Zach made it of it. And here we go, Big Kofi. Big Kofi, baby. We're gonna start having a few guests on Rewind. With the Juice Man and Greasy. Big Kofi also talking about he turned into Danny Dimes. Lord have mercy. Only Big Kofi, ladies and gentlemen. Only Big Kofi. Zach is Zach. That as good as it's gonna get. Well, yeah, he just got to take care of things. I mean, he has a dominant defense. Well, not dominant, but a great front four. I mean,
he just looks like he doesn't know how to read coverages. Like,
oh yeah, that one interception he threw and the linebacker stepped in front. I was like, "What in the hell?" I think he had a few little butterflies. It's fun, but after that he shook that off.
Because at moments in the game he looked, because the cameras was all in his face and his face mask. And there were times where he looked like he was unsure, like of what he was seeing throughout the game. But I think I'm just not really sold on him going long term. That's just me. But if they can continue to run the rock and play defense like they've been doing, I mean, they'll get into the playoffs. But as far as winning a Super Bowl, I think you need your quarterback to
elevate,
make those exactly. You remember Trent Dilfer when he was with the Ravens?
Yeah, I mean, everybody talking about
he wasn't great, but you know what I'm saying. But he made critical throws. Huh?
Yeah. I said he did just enough. Remember Brad Johnson too with the Bullets.
Right.
With my Raiders. Those quarterbacks did just enough. Yeah. They elevated just a little bit, so the teams could progress because they knew they had good defenses on the opposite side of the ball. Now, Big Kofi talking about there wasn't enough, not enough running is the theme for week one. Well, how you feel about that, G?
I mean, we've seen it, man. Like, I feel like the league has devalued the running back as a whole. Everybody wants to throw it around the yard. So, I mean, I've always felt like though, like you got to be able to run the ball a little bit to win games and to win Super Bowls. I mean, all those Super Bowls that Tom Brady won. I mean, they had decent running games. I mean, they weren't great, but they were enough to keep the defense honest.
Agreed.
So
Agreed.
yeah,
Any particular game you felt, well, besides this one, any particular game that you felt like, man, y'all need to run football. Yeah, y'all need to run
let me
football, man.
Buffalo.
I would say
Let's
one
see.
in particular, this team got a little pass happy. I was checking out also because I was in between games, had all the TVs on and
Yeah,
acting. Uh,
yep,
even though we picked the Saints, I think Tennessee. No, not that I think. As I'm watching this game, and once again they get past happy Tennessee, and they go away from Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry was hitting the B gap and you know and off tackle. It looked like the Saints didn't really want that smoke in
right.
that first half. They didn't want that smoke. Uh,
Yeah,
he was just pounding. He was bruised. He looked good. But remember last
yeah,
year I said somebody gonna put him on
yeah.
that wallet.
I was just gonna say that.
Somebody put that ass on that wallet.
Yeah,
And
yeah, yeah. I was just gonna say that. Yeah,
big old Derrick Henry wasn't looking right the rest of the year. But
right, right.
that's one particular game because I think he only ended up with like 65 yards, 50 some yards.
Yeah,
But they
yeah.
totally disregarded Derrick, and now I'm hearing Coach talking about, they're gonna feed Derrick a little bit more next week. And this game, Texans and Ravens,
Mm.
CJ, he had a few little errors, but overall, it was better than Trey Lance and Justin Fields. Even
Yeah,
Bryce Young in Carolina, it was better. And we saw
yeah.
a lot of running in this game to where Dobbins, he's gonna go and miss the season.
That dude can't catch a break, man. Didn't he
And
get hurt last year? Didn't he get
yeah,
hurt last year too? Yeah,
well, remember Baltimore was pulling people off the streets to come play rugby.
exactly.
Remember that? And we was
Yeah,
like, well, I was just waiting on my phone to ring. I'm trying to see if I can get in there and get 5 carries. Shit. I mean,
yeah,
5 carries out there, but
yeah.
I read a
I
lot of.
didn't. Yeah, I didn't get to see this game. I just saw that Dobbins got hurt again.
I hear a lot of people talking about the Ravens should go get Jonathan Taylor. No, not gonna happen. People gotta understand this. The coach used to play in Baltimore. The Ursayers are not gonna do it. Jim, he's not gonna do anything to better the Ravens, make them better.
Mm-hmm. Right.
They it's not
That
gonna
would
happen.
be that would be kind of nasty though.
It would.
Him with Lamar Jackson. Oh my goodness.
And Odell Beckham, he came on strong late in the game. He was
Yeah.
snacking out there, looking good. But Ravens, Lamar, they pulled away a little late, but Texas held their own for a while. But the offense they really just couldn't get them moving forward.
Yeah.
And what the hell happened out there in Cincinnati? Joe Burrow can't beat the Browns to save his
He
damn.
can't, man. It's just a bad matchup. It's just a bad matchup. I don't know what Cincinnati's doing with their offensive line. I feel like that's been the story for what 3 years, 4 years. Like, how come they cannot get it right? Like, come on, like y'all got to get that right because if y'all don't, I mean, Burrow's not gonna last. They got to fix that for real.
I was talking to King. I was like, maybe he was favoring that calf maybe it was bothering him, and he just didn't want to take himself out. Hey man,
Mm,
he only threw for 80-something yards.
right.
That's not Joe Burrow. That is not who he is. Uh,
Right.
3 points on the board from this high. This off. I'd hate to be the team they playing next week
Mm.
because it's going to be an offensive explosion.
Well, I know next. Hey, I know next week, Cleveland faces my Steelers, man, and I am not excited
That's the rivalry game.
about that game.
What
Huh?
a game, man. I said that's a rivalry game. What a game, man.
It's in Pittsburgh, but still, I mean, I just don't like what I'm seeing. I
Well,
know it's the first. I know it's the first game. I don't want to be a prisoner of the moment, but
they
excuse me,
started to put together that second
seeing
half.
what Cleveland did, and what Cleveland did to Cincinnati, and how Pittsburgh looked against the 49ers. Both the 49ers defensive line and the Browns defensive line, they're both so strong.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man.
I mean, that I think with these young quarterbacks like Pittsburgh's, you can't let. I know you want to keep your guy healthy, get him ready for the regular season, pick it, but you gotta let him get some. You gotta let him get some burn because
Right.
I'm telling you, he looked night and day. That first half, it was like I don't even know if he was awake. I was like, man, he ain't this bad. He ain't no Trey Lance out there. He ain't this bad. You know, boy, look,
Right.
somebody gonna light me up about Trey Lance. But anyway, but when that second half rolled, hey, he started to get his mojo. He started getting the rhythm, getting the flow. You know, the game coming to him. That's like
Right.
Brock Purdy. After I think it was TJ lit him up. He got lit. I was like, oh Lord, I hope they didn't kill him. Go out there check on your quarterback. And he
Yeah.
came in, and it was like it was go time. The lights were on.
Mhm.
I think
Yeah.
we stop sitting these youngsters
Ste-
in the preseason. Let them go and get some burn in the preseason.
Steelers got a lot of work to do still on that offensive line. Um, I think you know as far as their offense, I think they have enough, but again, it boils down to being able to protect Pickett because he did not look comfortable in the pocket at all. And I mean, 49ers, they're just a different animal, and uh, I'm kind of not surprised, but at the same time, I'm just like, dang, I wish they had put a better showing up. You know what I'm saying? So
But they went all the way from Harris, and the Steelers is solid defense
mm,
and smash mouth football. We're gonna punch you in the mouth with this run game. Then we're gonna bust
yeah,
you top.
right.
Look good, and you know, it's gonna come around. I don't want to believe Mike Tomlin ain't gonna get a losing season. Uh,
I hope not.
it's gonna turn around. I mean, that's how. Well, last year it started off 1-0, then it went like 1-2 or 3, and then it flipped. So
Yeah,
uh, I, they'll be fine. I mean, you know, it's just one ball game, and Cleveland, I'm not drinking that Kool-Aid. I'm
you're
not.
not drinking it.
No, I'm not drinking.
Mm,
I'm
I'm
not.
a little concerned. I'm a little concerned.
I mean, because Joe has been resting that leg since the end of last season, and you know, I'm not buying it. No, I'm not.
Okay.
eh, I'm not. And them Cowboys that 140-0, I'm buying it because we all going to win the East, but let's be honest. Daniel Jones, Daniel Jones. He ain't got no
Yeah.
to throw the ball to but Darren Waller. And Saquon, hey, the league didn't caught up to that, bro. We
Mm-hmm.
you gonna have to beat us some other way.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just a sloppy game. Pick sixes falling out and block kick, yeah, just all kind of shit falling out. I mean,
Yeah.
the Cowboys are good. They threw a donut in. They handled their business. They did what they supposed to do. But the Giants stink. They stink.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think with that being said, Juice Man, we're gonna add a reaction and overreaction every week.
Mm.
A
Okay, that's a good idea.
because I think a lot of people overreact. Uh, like you was telling me about the Kansas City fans.
Right.
That's an overreaction.
Yeah.
Look at here, Kansas City fans. We shall get the Broncos twice. They ain't beat y'all, and they threw when I was watching the Raider game. They threw the stat up. They ain't beat these boys in. Ooh, Lord have mercy. I want to say
It's over a decade ago.
no, it's in the teens. For how many
Okay.
streets? Because the announcer started laughing. He said, "Yeah, it's a bad thing if you make this list, but it's even worse if you make it twice." It was the list of longest current active loser streak. It was the Chiefs over the Broncos, and then right here you got the Raiders over the Broncos. So that's why I was like, "Hey, at least y'all got the Chiefs twice." I think that was an overreaction for Chiefs fans. Calm down. Let Kelsey get back. You got Chris Jones. Y'all signed him up for 1 year. I'd have locked him up, me personally, but that's y'all.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
Because it's hard to get a defensive pass rush or just defensive lineman, period.
Yeah.
You know, that was a.
Because Jared Goff wasn't touched the other night. He had all day. He was chilling in that pocket.
He did. And I like that kid Gibbs. That one run he made in the fourth quarter, I like that.
Oh, yeah.
I like that run.
Yeah.
He's gonna be something special. It is the reason why Detroit shipped out what they used to have back then.
Right. So when it comes to the Cowboys and they're beat down on the Giants, are people being prisoner of the moment, or are they jumping the gun, or is Dallas really that good?
I'm gonna go and start off next week, Juice. They're not gonna hang 40 on the Jets. They're not gonna hang 40 on the Jets. It ain't gonna hang no 40 bird. And the Jets gonna score on them. That's one thing about the Jets. That defense flipped the field, or the defensive score, or special teams. Because that from FFA is something special.
Right.
So, it ain't gonna be zero.
I know we're probably going to talk about this, but how do you think the offense is going to hold up against the Dallas defense? How do you think Zach Wilson's going to do?
I'm gonna be honest with you, Juice Man. Dallas defense is no greater than Buffalo's defense. Both of them are good defense. Both of them are good. I mean, both of them got pass rush. Both of them got back end, middle.
Mm-hmm. So they're not far and away the best defense team.
Okay, Dallas is just a shade better than Buffalo.
Okay.
A shade. Dallas just have two playmakers. Well, now they got three with Gilmore. Dallas just have a little bit more playmakers, but both of them were top 10 defenses last year.
Right.
So and then how the Cowboys gonna do? I didn't even CeeDee Lamb wasn't even involved in this game.
I can only remember one catch.
Yeah.
No.
Gallup wasn't really involved in this game.
No.
Cooks wasn't really involved in this game. It was Pollard and it was just sloppy by the Giants. The Cowboys didn't have to do too much. It was sloppy.
Gotcha.
And I knew it would be sloppy with or without rain. I knew that's what it was going to be. But
Right.
I think Dallas is in for a dogfight next week.
Okay.
That's
I think it'll be nip and tuck at the beginning, kind of low scoring, but I think Dallas will, they'll capitalize on maybe a turnover or two. Uh, Parsons will get to Zach Wilson a couple times, and that'll be that'll be all she wrote. That's what I think will happen. But I think it'll be close in the beginning.
I'm kind of liking the Jets in this game because they ride an emotional high. They ride high. The Cowboys
Okay.
are kind of lethargic. It's raining. Yes, the Giants, we beat them. Dak hasn't lost to the Giants since his rookie year. Uh,
Mm,
they got the line right now is Dallas 8.5, but uh,
mm,
I don't think they're gonna. This is one of these games that you look up and the Cowboys that hung up put an L up.
mm,
And if the Jets get out to a 2-0 start,
mm.
it might be trouble for the East. Teams like New England, Buffalo. Buffalo can't afford to go down 2-0-2 and walk
Right.
down. But these are the issues you face when you play in a first place schedule and you didn't win a Super Bowl the previous year.
Yeah.
Because
Right.
in that NFC East, the Dolphins and the Jets look like the class.
Right.
I
Yeah.
love squads. Look, even though the Patriots made a comeback on them Eagles, and
Mm,
you know, with Matt Jump, yeah, but the Patriots being, I think this division altogether is going to be exciting. We always
yeah.
see West, but I really like the AFC East and the
Got you.
AFC North would be right.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
Were there any surprises over this week? Were there any like surprise victories or losses, like you know, um, that kind of caught you off guard, or what do you think?
uh, my surprise of this weekend was Jordan Love.
Okay.
Love was my surprise. Kudos, like I said, out to him. That was my surprise.
Mm,
Like I said,
okay.
the kid didn't look rattled. He was ready. Um,
Mm,
uh, Cincinnati. Uh,
mm,
Cincinnati. I didn't see that coming. Uh, but a quarterback who I thought, or a team I thought that's what they are, and that's what they are.
mm,
Uh, that's the Denver Broncos. I don't give a damn who's
mm,
coming to coach that. Russell Wilson is not that dude.
mm,
I don't care. That's even though the Raiders got out of there by the skin of their teeth, but that's what I
mm.
expect. I didn't expect anything
Okay.
fabulous. Uh,
Yeah.
what about yourself? Any player
I,
or team that caught you off guard? You like, damn.
well, there's one particular game I was shocked. I was shocked by this team. This team, I didn't give any chance of doing anything this year. The Rams. They took out Seattle. Um, a team
Right.
that played pretty well last year, and they made they made they made Geno Smith look like the Geno Smith from 5 years ago. The, so I really didn't see that coming. Um, I'm trying to think if there are any other surprises. I'm really disappointed in my Steelers, man. I really thought they would put up a better fight at home, but 49ers are the real deal, and it's just evident that they've got a lot of work to do still. Um, yeah, those are the two games that kind of caught me off guard.
Mm.
Those two games,
Yeah,
but
one team that surprised me, they played, well, they say bad teams play their best football week one. Uh,
mm,
because you already know who you're playing week one. So you got all this time to prep. all this time.
Right.
One team.
Yeah. Yeah.
Another disappointment is another exciting team. I ain't think they was gonna be in the game. Matter of fact, I'd have given them a shot in hell. The Cardinals. I'd have given them a shot in hell, but they kept it close. They kept, they were fighting. I don't remember this Dobbs kid. Who the hell is this?
Josh Dobbs, the quarterback.
Yeah, Shane. He was.
Oh, okay.
He said he came. What school he's from?
Tennessee.
Yeah, Tennessee.
Play Tennessee. Yeah.
Yeah, and he but I thought the quarterback for Tennessee was already in the NFL, the one that was starting last year. But because Dobbs is 28.
He's 28?
Yeah. Oh. 28.
Okay. Yeah, I thought he was younger than that.
He's not a rookie, is he?
No, but I feel like he hadn't been in the league that long.
Well, you know, some of these college quarterbacks like Bo Nix, Bo Nix,
man.
And Bo Nix, he need to be in the NFL. He out there still running with these kids, man. He need to be
I feel like Bo Nix has been playing forever, man.
Yeah.
Hey, why don't we end this on our thoughts on the college games?
The college games, let's go and get into that Alabama, Tennessee, and man, look at him. Nah, not Alabama, Tennessee. That's
Alabama, Texas. Yeah.
Alabama. Hell, they wear the same colors. They both call UT. One is volunteer orange, the other one is burnt orange.
Yeah.
Texas. For those that watch the show, I've been saying this for the longest, man. This Nick Saban thing is a wrap. I don't see him winning the SEC West. It's not an overreaction. I see Ole Miss coming down the turnpike. That's gonna be a dog fight. I don't even think y'all might not be. I think A&M gonna be who they gonna be. Y'all might go down there to Kyle Field and catch an L. I see LSU coming. That's gonna be that could be an L. Tennessee or L. This thing ain't caught up, man. And if you keep sleepwalking, Auburn go dude. That quarterback, I'm gonna say this. I know he a kid. Trash. Oh my God, he can't read no defense. Oh, Nick Saban this. No, we need to be talking about Coach Frank. Nick Saban is going to has-been at the end of this season. And that Bama defense, oh Lord, Texas, man, you was out there looking like a first-round pick. And then you got all these dumbass Raider fans. Oh, we should pick Ewers for what? I take a whole bunch of other quarterbacks before I take Ewers. I don't want that. This shit, that's Alabama. Ladies and gentlemen, you watch Alabama on the decline. This is that team start to decline. That don't look like no Alabama. That Alabama Birmingham.
Oh man.
That look like Birmingham. Come on, man.
This is what I got, man. Obviously, Texas was the better team.
They are.
Better team. More explosive offense. Even the defense looked better. I've never seen an Alabama team get pushed around in the trenches. And you're right about the quarterback, Milroe. I mean, they need to change the quarterback. They need to put the transfer from Notre Dame and see what he got. Just see what he got. I mean, let's just see.
If they mess around and they playing below 500 ball, why not?
Exactly.
We said the same thing. Tennessee. Why not give Malik a shot?
Right. Yeah.
Give him a
Yeah.
shot. Take me to
Yeah.
work. Tell him. But go ahead.
Right. So, and as far as the program as a whole, I wouldn't say it's dead, but I feel like other teams have caught up with them,
Mm.
and I think the NIL and the transfer portal has changed everything about college football in general. And so, I mean, I think as far as Nick Saban being dominant over everybody, that's over. But I
Mm.
still think they're still going to be competitive, and um, I'm not just going to say that. I'm not going to just say that their program is dead. I'm not going to say that, but
Yeah.
everybody else is caught up. So
But you know the bad part though, Juice?
what's that?
Oklahoma and Texas gonna be in the SEC. So
Yeah.
for extra opponents for Alabama. So we're gonna constantly see this ship just,
Right.
hey, come on down a little
Yeah.
bit.
Right.
You gotta face that. And if we
Yeah.
last year's beat down in Tuscaloosa, next year the game should be in Austin. But that's gonna be a slight
Excuse me. Yeah.
and I'm gonna look
Right.
forward.
Yeah. And and what's amazing about this season so far, the fact that the Pac-12 is not going to be around next year. Pretty much all the teams in the Pac-12 are doing better than the SEC teams.
Yeah, all the teams except for Stanford and California.
Exactly. Yeah.
Rest of
Right.
them are defeated.
Yeah.
Washington State, Oregon State, UCLA, USC, Utah.
It's crazy, man. Yeah.
That's
It's
gonna be interesting, man. That's gonna be a dog
right. Right.
fight. I wish something could be done to hold that Pac-12 together because I think Dion or Coach Prime brings a little sauce. They need to hold that down because
Yeah.
Colorado has risen from the ashes with Coach Prime being there.
Mhm.
SC Lincoln Riley. Is it? Yeah, Lincoln Riley.
Lincoln Riley. Yeah. I
You,
can't wait to that game.
oh yeah. UCLA with is Chip Kelly. The
Right.
one that did Oregon.
Yeah.
Hey, the Pac-12 is the Pac. Y'all just need to stay put.
It's not. They need to, but it's not happening.
Because that don't even say. Can you imagine, Juice Man? We got who moving to the Big Ten? It's SC and UCLA.
Yeah, USC and UCLA. It don't
Ohio.
even make sense.
I'm gonna be. Is Utah moving with them?
No, they're going to the Big 12.
But I think by
Yeah.
letting USC and UCLA, yes, more money, more revenue. You know, you got these schools out west. I think the likes of Michigan State, well, not Michigan State, Michigan and Ohio. I think they're writing their death certificates
Wait, what you mean?
because you know in the Big Ten, it comes down to that last game of the season. Man, ain't nobody focus on Penn State and Iowa, Minnesota, Indiana. Man,
Yeah.
that be what it's gonna be. It comes down.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna be one game no more. Cause you'll mess around, catch an L from UCLA or USC.
Mm.
I think they might be that certificate. And it's
Right.
out. Now what I don't want to see, Juice, which upsets me about the Big Ten, you got Michigan and Ohio State on the same side.
Right. Yeah, it should be split, huh?
Now, if these teams move over and I see Michigan, Ohio State, UCLA, and USC to one side, that ain't right, bro. That ain't that ain't right. But you know what? It
That's
might
probably gonna happen. That's probably what's gonna happen.
if they want to stunt like that and
Yeah.
USC keep on winning them, oh, they're gonna be mad. They're gonna be. But I love to see the uh Pac-12 stay together. I think
Yeah, I would too.
if I was the Big 12, if I was Texas, I know it's the money with I get it. But yeah, y'all could do make just as much revenue, getting A&M out of the Big 12. Now you got UH on board. You bring in a Utah, uh, or hell, you bring in a Utah and a Colorado to the Big 12
Mm-hmm.
to go along with Houston, Texas, and Oklahoma. You already
Okay.
got a strong K-State. They
Right.
in the mix. Oklahoma State in the mix. I don't know who's doing. I know it's a money game.
That's all it is. That's all it is. Right.
Utah
You,
would elevate that conference. Utah and
yeah.
Colorado would
Yeah.
elevate the Pac-12. I mean the Big.
Yeah.
They would elevate.
So, did you say you think Texas and Oklahoma should stay in the Big 12? They shouldn't go to the SEC? Is that what you said?
I think they should stay
Okay.
because
Uh,
University of Houston has come over. So now
right.
we got that Southwestern Conference back.
Mm,
So we got that back.
yeah.
Bring A&M back. Bring Utah and Colorado. Y'all all in the same region. And
Right.
that could be something.
Yeah.
Because now Utah's been kicking ass the past 2 seasons.
Yeah. That's true.
That,
Yeah.
where they rank right now? Ain't Utah like knocking on top 10 or
They in the top 10 somewhere. Yeah.
And Colorado, they the leapfrog from nothing all the way in that thing.
Exactly.
And then you got Coach Prime. Man, who's doing the negotiations? Don't break the Big 12 up and bring A&M back to the Big 12.
Yeah.
Man, they can bring A&M and Arkansas to the Big 12. I mean, why we gonna play follow the leader? Oh, I want to be in the SEC.
Right.
Not,
Yeah. I kind of like what you're saying, man. I think it would bring more balance to the competition. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. As far as A&M goes, I just feel like they really haven't benefited that much being in the SEC as far as on being competitive on the field. Like after Johnny Manziel era, they've just been in the middle. Like they're not very high, they're not very low. They're just kind of somewhere. They're somewhere in the middle. And I don't know, man. I just they just frustrate me. I know we're gonna talk about them tomorrow, but
so where's Colorado going? Are they leaving the Pac-12?
they're leaving the Pac-12 and they're gonna be in the Big 12. They're going back to the Big 12.
Oh, okay. Now, see,
Yeah.
I like
So yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Like
So
that.
Colorado and Utah, they're gonna both be in the Big 12.
So if I was Texas and Oklahoma, I hold serve.
Yeah.
Like, you know what? We're not going that way. Because they
Right.
about this Coach Prime, just him alone. And what
He's
doing.
gonna clean up. He's gonna clean up shop, man, if he hasn't already.
And what about what conference is Nebraska in?
They're the Big 10.
Big 10.
They used to be They used to be in the Big 12.
Well, remember they used to also remember the Big 8 conference with Colorado,
The Big 8. Yeah. Yeah.
Oklahoma. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. I don't feel like they belong in the Big 10. They should stay. They should go back to the Big 12. But
yeah. I mean,
yeah.
the Big 12 could really get back and get some respect.
Right.
Get some respect if they just bring back A&M, Arkansas, bring back Arkansas.
Mm-hmm.
With the addition of University of Houston, I think that's fine. And then with Colorado and Utah, now we don't have to wait for this Oklahoma Texas game to see, or
Mm-hmm.
TCU or K State. No,
Yeah. Right.
it, or Baylor come around, and I don't know what happened to little Baylor. Texas Tech, Big 12 will be back on the spot.
Exactly.
And the SEC, I mean, damn. I mean, how many tickets? Look, Texas, Oklahoma go to the SEC. Is it even worth having any other conferences?
It just doesn't make sense, especially for Oklahoma. Why? Besides the money part, why? Like, it just I don't get it, man. Like, it don't make sense. They should stay in the Big 12.
I think the SEC need to go back to its original teams. They'll be
It,
okay. That
yeah.
kick Arkansas out, kick Missouri out.
Yeah, and that's another team that used to be in the Big 12, Missouri.
Yeah, kick them
Yeah.
out. Kick them out. Kick Arkansas.
And they haven't been relevant. I don't know how long.
Hold on, was Arkansas in the Big 8 or the no? They was in.
No, they've been in the
conference.
They've been in the SEC for a long time, though.
Yeah, but before going to the SEC, there was one of the members of the FWC, Southwestern Conference.
Oh, that's right. They were. Yeah. That's right. That's right. Yep.
Bring Arkansas
to the Big 12.
To the Big 12. Them and Missouri. Take them. Because the SEC gonna survive with LSU, Ole Miss, Mississippi State, Alabama out there in the West. Then you got and Auburn in the West. And then you got the Florida, the Georgia, Kentucky. They're gonna survive. Regardless.
Right.
Survive.
Yeah.
Those teams, they just bottom feeding anyway.
Mm-hmm. What about the ACC?
ACC, I remember when Florida State was an independent. But now
they were independent?
Well, no, back in the 80s they were.
Okay.
They didn't belong. What was it? No. One of those, it was Miami before they joined the Big East. They were independent.
They were independent? Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Florida State always been the ACC with Clemson and everybody.
Yeah.
The ACC is there. It's just Miami and Florida is getting it together. But when you start going north with the Georgia, Tex, and Maryland, well, Maryland's Big Ten, but what school is that? North Carolina, the Dukes,
North Carolina State. Yeah.
Every so now and then,
Virginia Tech.
Yeah, Boston College, come on.
Yeah.
Hell, maybe they should join the SEC.
Which one?
Florida State and Miami.
Florida. Yeah, I mean, yeah, why not?
Because when you think about this juice, on the east side of the SEC, Florida is down. It's only Tennessee. You got Kentucky, you got Vanderbilt. Man, they ain't about to change for nothing out here. Missouri, nah, man, that's a cakewalk. So that's right.
Yeah.
They need to get some substance on the East. Try to get Georgia Tech if they want to come. But I don't like the alignments that are going to be happening. It makes it don't make sense. I thought it's best to lead than to follow, even though it is a money thing. But that's going to be weird as hell. UCLA and USC in the Big Ten. Yeah, it is. And Notre Dame, they don't want to commit. They're independent. They don't want to commit to a conference. Yeah. I mean, they might as well be a part of the Big Ten and get it over with. Exactly. I was just going to say that. But it makes sense. It makes sense geographically, and a lot of their rival teams are in the big. Well, let's see, their biggest rivals, USC, but I mean, they used to be rivals with Michigan. So, now, what I would have loved to have seen, if not Texas staying in the Big 12 and bringing in those schools aforementioned, I would love to see Texas and Oklahoma go to the Pac-12. Go West.
Go West.
Colorado and Utah, y'all stay put. Texas and Oklahoma go West. Go West. That would be a hell of a conference. Because now we get the Texas USC, Texas UCLA, Texas and Washington. I've never seen them two schools play each other.
Yeah, I don't think they have.
I've never seen Oklahoma USC or Oklahoma or Texas Oregon or Oklahoma. Why? I've never seen. No, my bad. My uncle played. The Huskies played the Sooners in the Orange Bowl back in 80, 84, 83, somewhere back there. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But it would be nice because now we get the matchups. And then Colorado. Hey, go West, man. The hell with the SEC. I'm an SEC. I like things to stay the way they are.
Yeah, man. You know, a lot of people don't like change, man, and I'm hearing a lot of folks complain about all this realignment, and while at the same time, I'm excited about, you know, I'm excited about these matchups, and I just, you know, that's the only thing I really care about. I just care about the matchups, the games when they happen, and so, you know, that's what I focus on. I try not to focus on the realignment.
Well, let's just do away with the conferences.
Yeah.
And let's just throw everybody in there. We don't need.
Right.
Just throw everybody in that thing, man. And hey, man, or they need a better playoff system. This little 4 teams. Because the way this shit looking, somebody gonna be cussing at the end. Somebody gonna be pissed. And me and King looked at this. If Texas and USC went out, USC got the strength of schedule, hands down. And that would piss me off if I'm undefeated and, you know, hey, I'm in this conference. But I think they need to expand to 8 teams or you know, how many make it in the NFL? 6, 12, 6. Do the top 12 teams, get a top 2 teams a bye, and you know, something. But the way
you know what's going to happen 5, maybe 10 years down the line, there's going to be like 2 to 3 super conferences, and then everybody else is just going to, you know what I'm saying, kind of be left to the wayside, and there's going to be some teams that we're not going to even care about, like
because they're going to be irrelevant.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like and I think that super conference is coming, Juice, because if you think about it, okay, Texas and Oklahoma, you taking this tradition, these winning programs, and you're gonna ship them to the SEC. Hold the Pac-12, that's gonna be demolished. Where's Stanford and California going? I forgot.
I don't know.
Are they going to Mountain West or Big 12? It don't matter.
Yeah.
Or they might be going to the ACC. It's something weird. Like, the Arizona, ain't nobody gonna give a damn about them teams, man.
Nope.
And all the kids gonna want to be in the SEC and the Big 10.
Yep.
It's gonna be what it's gonna be. And then Big 10, they gotta think about this. Oh, I could be in the Big 10. Why the hell do I need to go freeze my ass off when I can go out west and play for UCLA and USC? And see pretty women and beautiful weather.
Yeah.
Got to think about that. That's like Arizona and them going to the ACC.
Yeah.
People gonna be like, why should I go to school up north when I go to Florida or Arizona?
Mm-hmm.
Same thing, man.
Crazy, man. Hey, so who are your Heisman favorites right now?
Heisman favorites. Well, one of them, he too young. Nah. The guys I like as Heisman favorites: Shador Sanders, Travis Hunter, Caleb Williams, and a repeat. Oh my God, I seen this boy make a Patrick. He was doing Patrick Mahomes pass Saturday night. And he's a receiver for USC. The dude, if you squint your eyes, he looked like Reggie Bush.
Oh, what's his name?
Six, I think.
Zachariah Branch.
There you go, Mr. Branch. If you squint your eye,
yeah,
it looks like this kid is fast. It's like that. This is my first time seeing that. He got the kick. It was like a punt. I was like, oh my God. Oh no, they ain't catching. It was like one move and he just outrunning the angles. He taking them away. I'm like, damn, that's him Branch though.
okay.
Those are my kids.
Okay, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
and,
go ahead.
I got one more. If he keep on balling out, maybe he'll be one in the future. Xavier Worthy, UT. I like that kid. Xavier
You know
Worthy.
what, man? I had pretty much the same list as you. So, but I don't have Xavier Worthy. I have his quarterback.
Ewers.
Yeah.
Don't pull that thing, juice.
Yeah.
Well, look at the bright side. We know damn well ain't nobody from Alabama gonna get it.
No.
Quarterback.
No.
It ain't getting no defensive awards either.
No.
Mm-mm.
No, man.
What you think about the quarterback at Notre Dame?
He's solid, but he's not a Heisman.
Yeah, he's not that dude yet.
No.
Dude, I feel you.
No.
Yeah.
No. He's solid quarterback.
Yeah.
Yeah. But man, this was a great show, man.
Yeah, man. We our first show. Hey, this is how you do kickoff shows. They run longer than intended. We're gonna be a little bit more expeditious. Or that's the right word. I'll speed this thing up in the future. Get it back down.
Right.
But it's first show. We had a lot of college football. It was NFL kickoff 23, and yeah, ladies and gentlemen, it's the Juice Man and Greasy. Hey, every Tuesday night around 7:00. Just go into the show, live content, and do not forget the Just Noise Sports Show every Friday night, 8 p.m. Catch us on all your streaming platforms or podcast platforms, social media. It's the Just Noise Sports Show. Juice Man, go on, get us on out of here.
Yeah, man. Just remember, we're on every Friday night, 8 p.m. You can catch us on all the streaming platforms. Just what we do, man. We get on here and we chop it up about NFL, college football, and then ultimately round to NBA, college basketball. We talk about all of it. So we appreciate you guys tuning in whenever y'all can.
Everybody have a good night and
peace.